For my short film, I created a 4 to 5 minute short film about living and growing up with autism. My film genres are psychological and romance. Combining these two genres to create a genre hybrid meant that I could take certain elements of each genre's codes or conventions. For example, I used one main character and my narrative focuses on their mindset. This is a key element of psychological films such as Seven, where the focus is on a mass murderer killing his victims because to him they have committed one of the 7 deadly sins, as well as Hannibal, where the focus is on Hannibal Lecter. Something that can be seen within both genres is the use of having a male main character and female characters in the background as wives. This is the male gaze theory by Laura Mulvey, which suggests women are only seen on screen to be seen as an object or to be desired by men. I decided to concentrate on the mindset of my character rather than him wanting the princess character of a girlfriend, because in the voiceover he never mentions a girl. My film's mise-en-scène is mainly that of a romance genre, as there is long drawn-out shots that I have only used natural lighting for. The lighting in my short film is also very soft because most of my shots were done at dusk. All of my shots are very bright, unlike some of the psychological films that have very low levels of light to eliminate what the audience sees, for example, Hannibal. In many of the films I have looked at, such as Seven, codes and conventions I took from the psychological genre is the setting. For example, the last scene of Seven is set in a large desolate area. However, my film is a hybrid with the romance genre, but most commonly the psychological genre is paired with the horror or thriller genre. This is why my romance genre I use the codes and conventions to make my short film romanticised and not scary. For example, my scenes are all very well lit with natural lighting, so nothing is hidden, eliminating the fear of the unknown. I have also used natural lighting which I filmed at dusk so my film lighting is soft, which I'd often found in many romantic films, such as Love Rosie, and most scenes have a warmer feel to them. This is usually what happens when the characters are happier, so the warmth reflects the character's mood. This is evident in the Cinderella story. I took inspiration from Sofia Coppola when I was colour editing. Sofia Coppola is a director who has produced a wide range of films. I focus mainly on Mary Antoinette and the Virgin Suicides. In both of these films, her colour palette is very soft and uses mainly pastel colours. This is something I thought a lot about in my short film, which is why I used mainly pale colours, like the pale colour of the sand and the faded purple of the sky. I enhanced the colour of the sky by increasing the saturation and the amount of purple in the shot. I decided to go against my research about the romance genre, which usually has the main focus on 2 characters that fall in love. Instead, I had the 2 characters that fall in love as a background plot, and the main plot focus is on the mindset of someone with autism. I chose to do this as I wanted my short film to show what it was like for someone growing up and having the mindset purely of someone with autism, instead of a mental health condition being put in the background and glamorised by a love story, which does sometimes happen within films. This is something I really didn't want to do, as films can glamorise them too much, making them seem less important, and as though they aren't as tough as they are in real life. In my short film, I adhered to the codes and conventions of the romantic genre, as I used sad, non-diegetic music in the background when my main character is feeling sad. For example, in Love Actually, when one of the characters declares his love for another, even though she is dating his best friend. However, this isn't played throughout the whole film, whereas in my short film, the piano music is played throughout, though many short films will use only one piece of music in an entire short film. I also used a voiceover to tell my audience how my character feels, as well as to explain some of the narrative choices. Voiceovers are used in psychological films to enable the audience to clearly see what the person is thinking. This is important as a main part of the psychological films is the character's mindset and how they feel.